Yeah, I'm Joe on point, I can smell it from here. Till I'm hit it one more time. No Britney Spears, my bit in the whip, or so it appears. We old school in the hood, switching up the gears. Then we knock it up the park like my name was Barry Bonds. Chillin' with the hot boy, smoking on the bomb. Standing roses where we get it, born and raised up in the shit. West night to the fullest, pulling graveyard shifts. Usually I'm all about the babies and shit. Right now, what's going on, everybody? The president back again with another vlog. Today, man, we just driving to work. It's not as beautiful as normal, man. It's kind of dark. Looks like there's a storm coming. Hopefully, man. I don't like missing work too much because then that means less money, but I'm really hoping for a thunderstorm, because if there's a thunderstorm like there was last time when the power went out, how am I gonna work with no power, man? You know what I'm saying? Like the guys that I supervise can't do the floors because, you know, they need the machines. The girls can't clean because that, you know, you need lights to clean. So I'm just tired, man. I need an extra break. I am due for a vacation at work, but I kind of want to wait, you know, because I want to see if it's gonna be soon enough where things start to open up, you know, so I can take at least for, you know, the weekend and a couple more days that maybe I can go do something out of town with my family, without having to be told, you know, I have restrictions, or I can't go here, because of this COVID shit. So my wife's not due for a vacation, so that's the only thing. But that's why I say, like, maybe on a weekend when she's off, because she does work weekends too, but not every weekend. So maybe on a weekend that she's off, and then like a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, maybe, you know, if at all possible. I just need a break, because I don't work weekends, so I would get paid for I think it's like a week or something like that. I can take 2 weeks, but I won't get paid for 1 week or something like that. I don't know, it's stupid the way they do it, but you know, that's how New Hampshire is, you know what I'm saying? I live in Massachusetts, but I work out in New Hampshire, so I'm just I just wonder if that's how the company policy is, or if that's like a state, you know, a state, or it could be a city thing too, but I have no idea. But that's how my company does it, is after a year you're eligible for vacations, and then I think the first year that you're eligible, it's 1 week of paid, and then after the second year, it might be 2 the second year, I'm not sure. It could still be 1, but I know I'm the vacation I'm due is my yearly one. I've only in May was my year mark. So I'm due for, see, it's starting to rain right now, which is kind of good. We need it. I hate the rain, but we do need it. But the clouds look really, really dark, so I'm hoping like a thunderstorm comes and blows out the power so I get to go home. I shouldn't say that, but you know, I'm tired, man. I'm gonna talk a little louder because the rain's hitting my car. It started to come down really hard. So, but yeah, like I was saying, like I think it's more like it could be every year is 1 week paid, and then if you want to take 2 weeks, that the second week isn't paid. But I'm not sure on that. But my yearly mark just passed, so the one that I'm due for is the 1 week paid. I don't know when I'm gonna take it though. But if this thing doesn't die down soon, because I do notice that places and stuff are starting to go back to normal, starting to open up around here. But like the place that I work at, it's the people that work on the higher floors aren't coming back. They said until at least January, just to give them some time to, you know, for everything to officially die down, and, you know, just for confirmation that it's clear. But they're still working. They're just home. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're home. They get to work from home because they work on computers and stuff, so they can do all their stuff from home. But I can't, because I'm in the cleaning department, nighttime supervisor over there, so I can't work from home. I wish. Here, let me supervise all my cleaners from Zoom while I sit at home. You know what I'm saying? Like, but no, yeah. So they're not due back till January. So hopefully, things go back to normal sooner than later, so I can officially take my vacation. And I'm not sure if it rolls over. Like, if I just, you know, decide not to take my vacation and wait until like my 2-year mark, I don't know if it'll roll over to where, oh, I didn't take my vacation last year, where I can take 2 weeks and get paid for 2 weeks, or if they're just gonna pay me out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how that works. My old company, it would have rolled over, but the place that I was the manager, not the supervisor, before, it would have rolled over. But I don't know how this company works. But I don't even think I'll be in this company for very long. Anyways, it's like I said, it's New Hampshire, so New Hampshire pay differential is a lot different from Massachusetts, so it's a lot less. But at that time, I needed a better job than where I was, so I decided to go there. I mean, the manager job was a lot better than where I'm at, but it was way too far from where I was living. I was driving like an hour and a half every single morning, and I had to be at work at 6 in the morning. Well, 5:30 because I was the manager, but technically 6. And then when my wife had to go to work, which at that time she was working evening shifts instead of night shifts. So I had to be at work even earlier, just so I could be home at around 2, because she started at 2:30. You know what I'm saying? So but it paid a lot. It was in Massachusetts, and it paid a lot better. Not as much as I should have gotten, because I was a manager, and the manager that trained me before I became manager told me that what I was being paid was bullshit, which is another reason why I ended up leaving, because I had a falling out with my district manager. It was just I guess because I was a newer manager, and I was trained by one of the best managers in that company. She's the training manager. She trains all managers, even someone who's been a manager for 3 years that needs training on something that's coming to the company. She does the training for it, so she's really, really good. She's like a high tier manager, per se. So even though the building I came from as her assistant manager, she trained me to be I guess my district manager felt, because the building that I took over was a different district manager. So at first, the district manager that promoted me sent me to that building, and he got me started with the paperwork and everything. But when I was introduced to the new district manager for that building, that's when everything took a toll and went downhill from there. It was where he's like, oh, you shouldn't be making that much, you're gonna make less, and this is gonna be your budget. He was taking from my budget for like chemicals and supplies and using it for other buildings, and then he didn't tell me in an email or anything. And then when I would put my order in, he'd call me and say, you went over your budget, or blah blah blah. I'm like, but my budget is like $600 for supplies. He's, yeah, but I took $400 out and used it for this building. It's like, oh, okay, well, that makes all the sense in the fucking world. You know what I'm saying? So by the time I left, I was in his face, he was in my face, and we almost went hands on. But I decided to walk away because I don't want to be in jail and not be able to see my kids. That was just the type of person he is. If I would have put my hands on him, he would have called the cops. But and I needed to keep things as professional as possible. So I just walked away. I was like, no, I'm not gonna do this no more. I'm not gonna be taken advantage of or whatever. So yeah. So now the work I have now, it's I make a lot less, but I'm still in like a supervisor manager position. I just make a lot less. But so like I was saying before, that whole little story, if y'all don't want to hear that story, I apologize, but I talk a lot, so, and I like talking with you guys. But so like I said before, I'm probably not going to be in this company very much longer. It is very hectic to work here. There's a lot of drama that goes on, but that's not the issue. The issue is the pay. I do have bills that I need to take care of. I do have kids that I have to take care of as well, and the pay, I do get paid weekly, which is really good because I'm guaranteed money every single week. But I could be making more. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I have to wait bi-weekly, so be it. But I could be making a lot more. Like, I got offered this job at a fence place. I used to do fencing back in California too. So I got offered a job at this fencing place who want to start me at $19 an hour. I'm like, dude, that's starting at $19 an hour because I have some experience as well. But just imagine that, they said mandatory raises every year. You just imagine $20 an hour, 21, 22. That's some good ass money if I can, stay with that company and be consistent. But that was like back in like February when I started messaging them, and they said that they were going to slow down their process of hiring for a while due to COVID, stuff like that. And then I've been like talking back and forth with them, saying, hey, I'm still interested, whenever you decide to, continue your hiring process, just letting you know I'm still interested, because they did give me the job, but they said that they couldn't start me with the hiring process because their company was shutting everything down, and they weren't bringing in new people due to the COVID. So that got put on hold. So probably I just messaged the lady like 2 days ago and let her know, hey, I noticed everything in this area, because she's in the area that I live in. So I was like, I noticed everything in this area is starting to slow down and reopen back up. So if you guys decide to restart your hiring process, I wanted to let you guys know I'm still interested in stuff, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully I hear back from them soon, because, and like I said, it's not because I want to urgently leave this company. It is very dramatic, yes, but it's very hectic place to work at, but just the, you know, the few little things that, you know, could be a lot different. Like if I got paid a lot better, I'd probably stay. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a supervisor, okay, and here's on my contract, I'm told I have one boss, that's it. That same boss is also the boss for the morning supervisor, which means the morning supervisor is not my boss, but yet the morning supervisor makes $6 more an hour than I do. And the only difference between my job and hers is she sends the emails and she receives the emails. I don't get emails. So, but we still attend meetings together every Monday. We still are able to write people up. We still do inspections, you know. We still do all this stuff. But yet the only thing is she manages that she has access to the computer and she can email, and I can't. I can if she leaves me her card, but she's not supposed to do that. If, you know, if she's behind on a couple emails or whatever, she'll leave me her card and say, hey, can you email this person for me, say this, say, you know, stuff like that. But other than that, you know, she's technically not supposed to do that, but I do it for her as a favor. But like I'm saying, that's the only difference between my job and hers. You know what I'm saying? Like if it comes down to experience, I've been working in this field longer than she has. You know, she's only 2 years older than I am, and it's, I don't know, she makes $6 more than I do an hour, and I make 14. So what does that tell you? You know what I'm saying? Like, I make 14. The regular cleaners make 12, and then the people that do the floor make $13.50. Like, they make 50 cents less than I do, so they're right there with me, and that shouldn't be how it is. You know what I'm saying? Like if the pay situation was better, I probably end up staying with that company. Like if I was on the same level as the morning supervisor in pay wise, even if it's like a dollar less, you know, they gave her $1 more because she does the emails, which is fine. I'd still be up there on, you know, on the pay. But they said, oh, it's Nashua, we don't pay that much. Dude, you're paying her $20 an hour. Yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's an hour. It's not salary. It's not a salary rate. It's per hour. Our boss is a salary rate. Before, as a manager, I was a salary rate, but I was still making a good amount of money. You know what I'm saying? Like, before that new district came in. Hold on, guys. I gotta get my temperature checked to enter the facility. And hold on, guys. Hold on. Thank you. Yeah, this is a huge, like, I'm not gonna say the name, but it's a huge government facility, and they don't let you in. Like, you have to have a swipe card to even enter the building. All visitors have to go through the lobby and get escorted around. And now that this COVID thing started, everybody has to get their temperatures checked before they can enter the building. And if they have, even if they have like a slight fever, like, they can't enter the building because they want to be safe that it's, you know, it's not gonna be like turn into a positive COVID, you know, which is totally understandable, but at the same time it sucks, because every time I leave, like a lunch break or whatever, I have to get checked out. But I'm here now, so I can't film inside the building, so I'm gonna pick this up a little later. We out.